Hey guys, welcome to the Down South Podcast. My name is Jeff.
My name is Brendan.
And today is January 31st, 2019. Today we're going to talk about the Super Bowl, which is in how many days? 4?
3.
3 days.
3 days.
Rams, Patriots, two of the best teams in the NFL. Kind of controversial on how they got there, but nonetheless, two great teams. What do you think so far? What we've seen throughout the season, the Patriots, they had an up and down year. They got back on track a little bit, like, towards the end of the year. Kind of in the postseason is when they really, like, got back on track.
Yeah.
The Rams, all year, they were consistent with scoring, defense.
Yeah.
They lost kind of traction in the middle of the year.
4 games.
But
last 4 games are pretty rough.
So far, they've been pretty good, all except for the game against the New Orleans Saints. But other than that,
not bad.
Not bad.
12-4 is not bad.
How do you think this game's going to go?
I think the Patriots might slip away because you never can count out Tom Brady.
I understand.
Always been, usually the underdog most of his career, even though he's given most Super Bowl wins by a quarterback.
I was about to say underdog.
Yeah, he's been the underdog in the last 2 Super Bowls.
True. Very true. I don't know. I feel like the Rams, just because of their high-scoring offense, Patriots have no defense.
So they have no defense.
They're not that good of a defense.
But the Rams' defense has not been that well either.
The Rams probably have the best defense in terms of players in the league.
Yeah, but when it comes to
Talib, Peters, Donald.
The last 8 games they played, they've let up over at least 20, 21 points. Over 3 touchdowns a game.
Well, you also got to think about how the league's grown over the past couple of years.
Well, yeah.
Defense isn't really a strong setting anymore.
But the Bears' defense is not allowed over 20 points all season.
Where are the Bears?
Hmm?
Where are the Bears right now?
No, they're not in the Super Bowl,
Exactly.
But they don't have an offense.
I mean, with that high-scoring offense, I feel like maybe the Rams, I could see getting at least a 35 score. Maybe the Patriots will get close behind with 21. That's my opinion.
I think it's going to be at least a 28-21.
Well,
35-28. It's going to be by a touchdown.
I can see that. I mean, Bill Belichick, probably the best coach in NFL
And he's a
history.
defensive-minded coach.
Probably one of the... I know he's like the best defensive-minded coach in NFL history.
Always good about being taking out the number 1 players on the teams.
Really is. But Sean McVay has shown like how he can lead his high-powered offense into any team.
Sean McVay is a very good head coach, but he's got 2 years of experience versus literally 40 years in the NFL.
Good point. But, I mean, we just have to wait for the game.
Who do you think is going to be the most impactful player for the Rams?
Most impactful?
That's what we on both sides of the ball.
On both sides?
Yes. Like, you got Todd Gurley, you got Aaron Donald, or Jared Goff, or Kingsley. You know what I'm saying?
I really feel like that defensive front is going to be the driving force for the Rams. They're going to be able to stop Tom Brady, stop the run. Sonny Michel's been amazing this past year. Okay. Sonny Michel's been awesome this past year. I think the Rams' defensive line is really just going to clog up those lanes and not get anything going for them. They could probably cut half their scoring down.
I agree. Now, I would say this. I'm going to take a little bit of sound on the Rams. Usually, the defense, Tom Brady's not really good when he has pressure coming through the middle. Well, defensive tackle. So I'll give you that. Usually that's what kills Tom Brady.
I should have lot during those Giants Super Bowls too.
A defensive front, yeah.
That was probably the biggest difference maker.
But I think Tom Brady, will be the most impactful player on the offense. I mean, just given what he does each and every night. That's probably a pretty cliche answer, but every Super Bowl he plays in, he's breaking all kind of records. So
it's not really a cliche answer when it's the right answer.
Well, people like to hear diversity, but
good point.
Here we don't.
If Tom Brady does win, that's 6 rings.
Oh, he automatically is the GOAT, but that probably makes him the greatest athlete in any sport.
Okay. We know what will happen if he wins. What happens if Brady loses?
No, nothing changes. 9 Super Bowls. Yeah, it's 4 losses, but that's still 9 Super Bowls that he's been to. No player's ever done that. He has more Super Bowl appearances than any other franchise in NFL history.
And that's just
crazy.
That's mind-boggling.
For one player, that is crazy.
That's like you just say the franchise, but no, it's literally a player.
Yeah, so I mean that's just crazy. How do you think Jared Goff will pair in this game?
So far, from what I've seen, Jared Goff's been really good throughout this postseason. Like last year against the Falcons, he was shaky. Even after that big breakout year, he was just shaky.
Would you say Jeff Fisher is leaving and Sean McVay coming in was good for his career?
Jeff Fisher, I think, just hindered the Rams altogether.
Because, it's crazy how from 2 years ago, 0-3 team,
one of the worst teams in the NFL to now a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah. They had to do a lot there in that second year of Sean McVay, first year with Sean McVay, but they still couldn't make it.
I think Sean McVay has pretty much molded Jared Goff into the perfect modern quarterback.
I see Tom Brady and Jared Goff.
I see Tom Brady. He is just
given the body type, where they throw the ball,
their accuracy. He doesn't have a big arm. He can't just swing it down the field, but it's the accuracy.
Yeah. The things transpiring down in New Orleans when Anthony Davis requesting a trade.
Transferring. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Transferring from football to basketball.
What is your opinion on the way that Anthony Davis requested his trade on Twitter publicly, going against the NBA guidelines when it comes to that, not going privately through his agent, and then wanting to get traded?
Well, not saying that I'm an NBA genius, which I am, but it wasn't really Anthony Davis. It was his agent, Rich Paul, just went out and said, hey, he's not going to re-sign. He doesn't want the extension. He wants to go to a winner. Rich Paul is probably one of the biggest agents in the NBA. He represents guys like Eric Bledsoe, Tristan Thompson, John Wall, Anthony Davis, LeBron James. He knows, he got LeBron to Los Angeles.
He understands how the business works.
He understands how the business works. He understands,
Now, it's interesting that you mentioned that he's LeBron James. I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
And the fact that...
That's pretty interesting.
I honestly feel like a lot of the stuff that they did go public on, a lot of stuff is also going on behind the scenes. Because Anthony Davis and LeBron talked a lot about it. Anthony Davis had dinner with LeBron in Los Angeles after their game.
I remember that.
Yeah. Who knows what Rich Paul was going through? We don't know if Rich Paul was meeting
with them.
Rich Paul, being the agent of both Anthony Davis and LeBron, is obviously in Lakers headquarters almost all the time. We don't know if he's going up to Magic or management there and saying, hey, I want to talk to you guys about Anthony Davis probably coming here. Not letting New Orleans Pelicans know any about this. Yeah. That's just my take on it. I know Woj tweeted out earlier Anthony Davis was taken out of the Pelicans hype video.
Oh, okay.
They cut him out.
Do you think he'll be traded before the deadline? Which is February 8th, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure I was right. All right.
So far, apparently the Pelicans did not want to talk to Lakers management. Apparently earlier, like a few hours ago, they finally got on the phone and talked about maybe some trade, either before or like in the off season.
Okay.
Which, in my opinion, they need to wait till the off season.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this, but there's this thing called the Derrick Rose rules, where if a player who is on a 5-year contract and has an extension, he's either has to be like named MVP in his first 4 years, be All NBA his first 4 years, All Defensive Player his all his first 4 years. Anthony Davis was 2 of those.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You can't have 2. It's either more than 2 or just 2 of those types of players on the same team.
Okay.
Now, that's what makes it difficult for not the Lakers, but for the Boston Celtics. Because we do know that they're in the mix. Kyrie is under those Derrick Rose rules. Can't have 2 of them on the same team. So even if the Celtics did want to trade for him, which they have the most amount of assets and the best assets to do it, they wouldn't be able to do it anyways.
Yeah.
They would have to wait till the offseason, or even in 2020, before they could do that. So, in my opinion, I feel like Anthony Davis might go to the Lakers.
But he shouldn't play until next season.
I don't think he should just sit out. He shouldn't pull a Kawhi Leonard. I think he should keep playing. My biggest concern is, what if he gets injured before?
Well, how many times has he been injured in his career?
He's been pretty injury prone,
Okay.
unfortunately.
So,
But if they did want to...
how many games does he play a season on average? About 50, 60?
Probably 60.
So that's what, okay.
I think he finally played like a career high 70 games last year.
And that's good.
If
Showing
that's
he's getting healthier.
But yes,
Showing he's getting healthier, so.
fortunately. And I really agree with what, I forgot who said it, but they said they got to start out with Zoe, Kuzma, Zubac in the first round.
Okay.
If they want to get Davis.
So to wrap this up, how do you think this will play out? Do you think he'll go to the Lakers, or do you think he goes somewhere else?
I think he goes to the Lakers, hopefully. But the NBA is a weird place. We don't know.
Okay.
We're just going to have to wait and see.
Earlier this week, it showed somebody reported that Klay Thompson, if he doesn't get a max contract this season, he's looking at the Lakers if Anthony Davis goes. How do you think that will transpire? And if so, do you think he'll be a good fit?
From what I understand, they would have to, if they were going to sign Klay Thompson this offseason, even with Anthony Davis, they have to cut out a lot of salary. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. There was another guy. I think they should probably re-sign Rondo. Because if Zoe's gone, Rondo's their only point guard right now.
They probably won't get rid of Lonzo. It brings in way too much money for the Lakers.
LeBron's there.
Well, yeah, but LeBron's there for 4 years. Ball's there for 15 if he stays healthy, or doesn't do anything stupid.
If they re-sign him,
I'm sure they will. But
well, if they want to get Anthony Davis, they gotta get rid of Lonzo. That would probably be the best bet. But if Klay Thompson does go to the Lakers with Anthony Davis and LeBron James, that would be a dream of mine.
do you think they win an NBA championship?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay.
Maybe 2 at most.
Okay. It's interesting.
That's just my take on it.
Okay. Well, I don't know much about it, so I really can't put my input into it. I think it'd be pretty cool to see, though.
I would. We want to hear your guys' comments about the Super Bowl. What you think we should do next.
Yeah, anything. Anything. Any ideas would be great.
Sports, news, challenges, anything. Tell us what y'all think.
All right. Thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe.